Kaboom! Teach them! Always make sure the message reach them!
Live from Kingston, Jamaica, broadcasting around the world. You're watching the Teach Them YouTube show. Intellectual, yet stimulating. Fair, frank, and factual. And now,
Broadcasting live.
We will broadcast
live. This is Extra Class, streaming to the world and beyond.
Hey, let's go!
You know, it's Teach Them, the #1 intellectual blogging panel on the YouTube channel.
Good night, everyone. Let me know if you are seeing me clearly. Let me know if you're hearing me clearly. If you're seeing and hearing me clearly, welcome to another episode of Extra Class, episode number 392.
Yeah, this is Nature. Ellis representing for Extra Class, saying we teach them.
Hope everybody good, you know. Now we just come talk about a few things tonight. Two things me I talk about and go in bed, you know. Count them.
Piece of Extra Class story. Yeah. A piece of my life. A piece of my life. Hey, teach them, I give them the story. Hey, watch you now. Extra Class control country. Lock the place in the city. To deal with your music, I say. Did not have a place to stay, but I pray to Jah for a better day. Hey, teach them never stray. Extra Class is for the trying man and trying woman.
I mean, so a lot of people in the building, big up on yourself, you know, Purple Royal, Andrew Spence, Junior Lewis, big up yourself, you know, Lady Yvonne Wallace, Jamaica Porn Service, seeing Lady Yvonne Wallace, Carnell Lake, David McLeod, Andre Casey, Talented Crime, sure about the name there, but give thanks to the support in the family, Lady Arita Francis Franklin, you know what I mean, Yuna Davidson, good night, Morgan's Journey, all the people in the business, big up on yourself, yes, sir. Do what, man, has some respect, you know. Dunstan George Poole, blessings family, son of Jamaica, manners. Lady Denise, Lady Jackie Robinson,
Extra Class rise us up, let us stand on our feet. And I say,
Ian, where you did from?
yes, Extra Class.
O'Neal Maxwell, bless you.
Yes, I elevate the people brain. Let them keep.
Ian Kim T, it's an extra class, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, that's how things set up, man. Give thanks to the support, you know what I mean?
Extra Class is the #1. Teach them full of style and pattern. Yes, teach them have a wonderful selection. Extra Class is for the try.
Yeah, man, extra class after that. For the working people, for the people who are still up on the 9 to 5. Big up on yourself, you know, what the shift ends soon, you know what I mean? For the people that are on them when you home, get home safe. For the people that are there home, ready for listen to each about some things that affect Jamrock. I'm going to talk about some things too when affect Jamrock directly, but indirectly, you understand? Because the geopolitical climate on the global scale has been very turbulent, and I suppose may get even more turbulent in time to come. So we have to keep, because these things affect us directly and indirectly too. So, you know the thing of peeps, good night, up full and bright. You know what I mean? We'll talk about some things. So I guess the big story is in relation to one of the 4 accused of the kidnapping and murder of Tashina Patterson and her 10-month-old daughter, Sharia, has pleaded guilty. Now, this is, I made reference to this possibility in previous streams, and I also suggested that at least one of these men may become a prosecution witness. Could it be this person who pleaded guilty? You know, pleading guilty normally give you a reduction in sentencing. I think it's a 30% reduction. And I don't know if in this plea there was some form of agreement. I'm just speculating now, which I don't normally do. But as I think out loud, if there was a deal struck between the accused and the Crown, time will tell. His name has not been released. The matter was in camera, so it wasn't open to the public or the media per se, I don't think. And the media has been barred from releasing his name. But it's a simple maths. 3 men were arrested and charged, plus Leo that make 4. Only one of the men was actually charged with murder. Seeing the other two were charged with accessory before and after the fact, and I think misprision of a felony plus kidnapping. So only one of the 3 men was charged with actual murder. So it's a simple thing to narrate down. So nothing hard than that for work out. You understand what I say? So man pleads guilty in murder and kidnapping of Paul Wells' infant daughter and her mother. One of the 3 men charged in the murder and kidnapping of opposition lawmaker Philip Paul Wells' infant daughter and her mother has pleaded guilty. So the media is currently barred from publishing the name of the man who has pleaded guilty. As me say, all the simple need for do is just do the maths, not all the night for work out. Good night, Lady Maggie, how are you? It's good to see you. So big up some people, no, don't move, don't go away, you know. You understand? The matter was held in camera, as I said earlier, in the Supreme Court in downtown Kingston. His name is being withheld over safety concerns as he remains in custody. And also, he pleaded guilty to 2 counts of murder and 2 counts of kidnapping on Wednesday. Or from yesterday? Okay. The defendant entered the plea before Supreme Court Judge Justice Lorna Shelley Williams on Thursday afternoon. I'm confused because the article that tells me 2 different things. We are working with today because I today the news break. So the defendant entered the plea before Supreme Court Judge Justice Lorna Shelley Williams on Thursday afternoon. He is to return to court on November 15th for sentencing. 3 other people, 2 men and a woman, remain before the court in the case. Now, reports are that the man who pleaded guilty drove the other accused men to the location where 10-month-old Sarah and her mother, Tashina, were killed. Also, he was a driver. But you also then sound like him the trigger man too, because only one of the men, one of the 3 men arrested was charged with murder. The others were charged with. But open and understand what I say. Because based on how me work out the thing, one man was charged with 2 counts of murder and 2 counts of kidnapping. The other 2 men were charged with 2 counts of accessory before and after the fact, and for murder and for kidnapping. So yeah. So the one who pleaded guilty drove the other men, let me read it again, coming on to the line. So reports are that the man who pleaded guilty drove the other accused men to the location where the murders took place. It is further reported that he collected money from the triggerman man. He collected money from the female defendant, which he paid to the men after the deed was done. It is being alleged that the female defendant took out a $500,000 murder contract on the mother and daughter. So the police had reported that the 10-month-old and their mother were brutally killed and their bodies burned and disposed of. The mother and daughter were abducted from their home on Gilmore Drive in St. Andrew on September 9. And these things. So, yeah. Interesting Rosie, big up yourself in this. So I go on. Miss Perfectly Imperfect, where are you? Kenny Collins, blessings in her father, Errol Stewart, Roxanne Simpson. Good night, Miss Simpson. Everything good? And these things, Nadine, Melanie's, hope I pronounce that, me almost say mayonnaise, you know. Lady Nadine, big up yourself here, so I stick with the first name. Lady Bernadine Bowen, Mahatma, Gandhi, big up yourself. Nick, so yeah, David. You see me? So again, just by way of a quick recap, one of the 3 men pleaded guilty. As far as I am concerned, and based on my analysis of the whole situation, he was the trigger man. Why? Because he pleaded guilty to murder and kidnapping. Only one of the 3 men were actually charged with murder and kidnapping. 2 were charged with accessory before and after the fact to murder and accessory before and after the fact to kidnapping on 2 counts each. And Trish, you say finally, I want to tell you, I've been a stream live. Well, I've been streaming like practically every day recently. I'm happy that you're here. James Wan, what you doing, bro? You're good, sir? Hope all is well, you know. You understand? So he was also the driver. He was the one who paid over the money to the other men. I wonder how much money they get since as the other men get, because it's supposed to be $500,000 and only 100 grand them did collect. So I don't know how much them get out of that. Yeah, so them good as I go tell you when they got trial. Johnny be good. Johnny be good, but Johnny big up yourself. You understand? Yeah, man. Sad situation, and as I said, I have a distinct feeling, as I mentioned earlier, that it was also this individual who led police to the crime scene. And I have another feeling that this individual may also become a prosecution witness. And I also have another distinct feeling that there may have been some form of deal struck between the suspect and the prosecution. I could be wrong. I am just looking at the situation for what it is and just I think out loud. You understand what I say? Yeah, man, I just that me I don't go tell nobody say me tell them say I saw something. Me don't know. Father David McLeod, thanks for the contribution over on Cash App. Give thanks in the family. You know, I appreciate the thing. You know what I mean? Blessings every time. You see it? Jason Jones, what are you, bro? All is well. So, I saw me I look on the thing. I don't know. So, the killer pleaded guilty. It would seem that way. Nicks. I mean, the whole of them are killer. You understand what I say? But and again, for clarity purposes, I have no confirmed information that he is the actual trigger man. All I am doing is looking at what he pleaded guilty to, which is murder and kidnapping, and my recollection is only 2 people were charged with murder and kidnapping out of the 4, and that is Leoda and one next hombre. Zane? Because the other 2 youths, other 2 men were charged with accessory. Zane? So I am just speculating. You understand? I don't know. But I go watch and see. I'll come back to this stream when my hunches are confirmed or not. So yeah. I guess boy, it's sad. But not to too like that about case, you know, but I don't even know what I say. Things that away. No, we spoke last night about the because a live funny, you know, my gut feeling I'm saying the same as yours towards the guilty plea. Boy, Miss McMorris, but we say a thing, you know. You know, we can always look on things and work it out. Cause we not fool, you know. You understand? We go to school and we never farm fool. You understand what I say? We waste a little time sometime, but we turn out all right. We work out. So, I don't know. Last night we spoke about the security minister's statement in relation to men who engage the police in shootouts. And I went on record to say that I am in full agreement with the security minister that these men should end up dead. Yeah? And funny enough, this afternoon I was going through the papers and this article just jumped up in front of my face. Indicom reports 36 killings by security forces for a second quarter. I mean, I'm saying, I will send this. I will put this in front of I will put this as a. Then I will. So, and remember again, for clarity purposes, I am not in support of extrajudicial killings. I am not in support of police killing people and planting guns on them. I am in support of the police when in their execution of their duty, they are met with men who decide that a shootout or go on, then the police will win. That are my view. So my question in the comments about the streets and all, because in the city, it's not pretty. 36 people were shot and killed by members of the security forces between April and June this year. That information is contained in the second quarterly report of the Independent Commission of Investigations, INDECOM. So the report was tabled in the House of Representatives on Tuesday, and of the 36 people who died in security forces related incidents between April and June this year, 32 were killed by members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. 2 deaths were attributed to the Jamaica Defense Force. For the period, 1 person died in a JCF lockup and 4 under the supervision of the Department of Correctional Services. Now, 8 people identified as mentally ill were among those shot and killed or injured by members of the security forces for the second quarter of 2023. In response, INDECOM says the inadequate distribution of body-worn cameras for both planned and unplanned operations where death or injury occurs is a continued concern. Yeah, may I agree with that. At this stage, every police officer should be outfitted with a body-worn camera. You understand what I say? The commission says no body-worn cameras were reported as used in fatal and non-fatal shooting incidents during the second quarter of 2023. As it relates to deaths in police, because I would really like to interview the commissioner of police. I have some questions that I would like to ask him. You understand? In relation to quite a few things surrounding the security forces, well, the JCF that is, because that is his remit. You understand? A very frank and open discussion between 2 men. You understand? I would like that. I wonder. Oh, we see it go. Yeah, Roxanne, it worked both ways. You understand? Because it would work out in their favor, in their benefit in many instances. You understand? So I don't know. I heard that there was an acquisition of some cameras and there was a pilot been undertaken. I mean, hear nothing else since. See, I would really and truly like to have, a very frank and open discussion about some things related to the JCF with the Commissioner of Police. May I sound it out? You understand? I know people who probably are able to organize and centralize that probably watch and listen. You understand me? I say, big up to the police officers, You know, the thing got the ones them we serve and protect and I go above and beyond, we appreciate the ones them to the fullest. You see me? Yeah, man. I'm going to look for. I'm going to try to make it happen. You see me? I don't think the commissioner would be against having such a discussion about what you see. My question, I don't know. You understand? Can I ask one question I don't know if you ask him? So I could continue. So the commission says no body-worn cameras were reported as used in fatal and non-fatal shooting incidents during the second quarter of 2023. As it relates to the deaths in police custody, INDECOM is reinforcing its position that greater intervention is needed to locate people who are sick in the state's care. The report criticized the continued detention in police lockups of people who are ill. Meanwhile, the commission notes that the institute, speaking about people who are ill, I have one story for sure. The commission notes that the Institute of Forensic Science and Legal Medicine is in dire need of adequate resources. So I never hear them build one new forensic lab on one part, on one place. A forensic or just pathology lab. Oh, I think it's a whole forensic lab, man. What go on with that? See, more questions I need to ask the commissioner. I guess it would have tell me to ask Dr. Chang about that part still. I mean, I know. INDECOM says its investigations are significantly hampered due to delays in receiving scientific reports, especially those dealing with ballistics. INDECOM says there are over 1,000 outstanding ballistic reports, which they hope to receive by the end of the year. And that is not only plaguing INDECOM, that is plaguing the judiciary as well, because many case files are incomplete because the lab results are outstanding and all of these things. And it goes back now to the discussion that we had last night about the dispensation of cases that exceed a particular time limit. As me say, I agree with what the minister said. Some people said they don't agree, and that is fine. And in some instances where there's a man who will be released from prison now who has been in custody for 43 years and he has never stand trial. He is believed to be mentally challenged, but even so, man, 43. I guess some people look at it and say, then teach. The 43 years of then serve for murder, you know, but suppose he was found not guilty for the murder if he was tried. You know, understand what I mean? I say? So these things kind of tricky, you know, because murder accused to be released after 43 years in custody without trial. Stanley Douglas, a murder accused who has been languishing in custody at the Governor General's pleasure for 43 years, is to be released in the custody of his relatives. Now, Mr. Douglas, who was deemed not fit to plea, was never convicted. High Court Judge Justice Lady Pusey made the order Thursday afternoon in the Home Circuit Court following application by the Legal Aid Council last year to have the matter substituted from the Governor General's pleasure to the court's pleasure and have him released. Now, it is believed that Mr. Douglas, who is close to 80 years old, will be monitored by the Department of Correctional Services. Now, Anthony Diane Watson, Executive Director of the Legal Aid Council, is encouraging members of the public whose relatives are mentally challenged and have been languishing in custody to come forward. The mentally challenged part, I think, kind of dicey, kind of tricky still. You understand? Because that one is kind of tricky. But 43 years is a long time. I have been living on this earth for a long time, and I am not in my 40s. You understand what I mean? I say I am still a young boy, and I've been around for a long time. You see me? When Wappy did a kill Philip, me did a watch. You understand? A dog at my age is now pup, you know, and this man has been in prison for longer than I have lived. And I have lived a very full life. But with Jaja, the main reason why the police are finding it difficult to wear body cam, they are afraid to be honest. Their everyday activity. Well, Kevin Morrison, me get what you're saying, bro, but watch out. We not business with them. It should be mandatory. It shouldn't be an option. And at this, look here, we have wasted enough money in this country doing crap. We have wasted enough money to political people and them friends. We could have, you know how much body worn camera we could have acquired for this country with just a minute fraction of the monies that have been stolen from the public purse. See? Get the camera then. It has to be worn. A long time things are going around the world where we can. We say we not follow a good example, you know. Zane. It augurs what it, and I suppose it will also foster the development of trust within the security forces. Because people would now have more confidence in what the police say. Why? Because there's evidence to back up what the police are say. No, me never give up here. I fill up nothing, you know, me just say that watch. You understand? I mean, get involved in it. See? But Roxanne, that me I say there are not enough body cam, but there should be. See one man there we are sue JC, he is alleged to have accused to have stolen $50 million. I am sure the $50 million could outfit the majority of the JCF with body cameras. You understand? See, when we look back on Operation Pride and we look back on NetServe and we look at all of the corruption allegations and scandals and misappropriations of fun and youthful exuberance and sort of something. All of them, the money there, every man could now wear 2 cameras, one at front and one at back, the whole ground cover. You understand? And also, camera should be in the service vehicles too. A dash cam. One them where one point out a road there, one in a cabin. Cover off it. Look here. We're not serious about here. You understand? We find money to do everything else, you know. And we can't find money to do the things that we need to do. The real things that we are going to make. Man, I say road steal the body camera around it. Patterson, blessings to that. See, look here, man. We need to stop. We need to stop fumble the bag now. It's full time. You understand what I say? Only 50 that they can say, maybe more. Yeah, but Kerry, because when I was doing the early analysis of all the information that was abound, I calculated way more than $50 million based on all the allegations. So, but that is the standard figure that is normally used in mainstream media. So, but my calculation says more. So we just work with them thing. You understand what I say? Make we do the simple things, them no man. This simplicity we use to survive. Make we do the simple things, them no man. I assure you that there would be a little bit more confidence and trust within the JCF of the JCF from the population, because they can't say A when the camera say B. You understand what I say? So it is a win-win situation if you ask me. But I guess I am not a policy maker. Exactly, teach him if you know, you know. Yeah, because as Mr. Kerry, when I did the breakdown and all the different figures that were banded about, and it's way more than 50 mil. You see me? So, but make we see where we're going. Yeah, man, and another first man this way released after 40 odd years without trial. So it go back to the discussion that we were having, and I'm going to say, yes, in all fairness, those who are unfit to plea and are mentally challenged, that kind of dicey. Me truly can't tell you how we then treat with that. But for a sane person, you understand, who all of them faculties working, they are fit to plea, and them in the system of language for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, sometimes without a trial, sometimes the trial is being prolonged and it's protracted and all sort of P-word over a long period of time. Zane, them cases, the brother, then can continue. That is resources we couldn't buy a body camera, resources we couldn't upgrade the courthouses and make more courtroom space and free up the backlog and all of them. So look here, man, I could do the thing is. And again, probably I am naive and I don't understand the reality that exists. Zane. Probably me just naive, and probably my expectations them just unrealistic. As I can't say it thing can't so hard. You understand what I say? Me no know. Make we do the simple things well, and then we advance and develop on the simple things that we are doing well, no man. I mean, I know still here, sir. Peter, big up yourself, you know. Don't judge. Blessings to the family. Dive non-experience. I don't want to butcher the name, so I leave it alone. Answer. No, speaking about, yo, every time we talk about it, like a day or two after I see some article pop up, you know. There has been over 1,100 Jamaicans killed since the start of the year. In Jamaica, that is. I mean, if we can't fix the country, brother, it's going to take a long time, you know, don't judge. It's going to take you know why it's going to take a long time? Because it took a very long time for us to reach here. So a country can't fix overnight, you know. And every aspect of the country cannot be fixed to the level that everybody would want. Probably in our lifetime, you know. But we could do some simple things and start the process, no man. That's all me ask as a local youth, you know. Just me could do some simple things, man. Some simple things the right way. And then would have me full support in these things, you know. You understand? If me see them do simple things well, me a come on the stream come say, me see the JCF I do simple things well, me see the Justice Ministry I do simple things well, me see I pray for the day that I can come here, so come say me see the Education Ministry I do some simple things well. Father, deliver them, because they have sinned and fallen short of your glory. Because them don't have Education Ministry. But like I am very, very prepared to support these things. I am very, very prepared to highlight these things. You understand? Well, so we have to tarry in a desert for 40 years. Jaja, we don't even do it, sir. Don't judge. I have done videos about the zinc fence culture, brother. I have suggested that if we are going to try and change the mentality of some of these communities, the zinc fence is part of the first thing that has to go. And with the zinc fence mentality, and then these areas become a little bit more aesthetically pleasing, it becomes easier to police. Citizens feel a little bit more dignity and pride in their surroundings. Look here, man. Brother, one of them things I'm talking about. Look here. This is my 392nd night doing this in a family. I want to put that into context. 392 times I have sat down similar to this and addressed many of these issues for a long time. We don't just do that. We don't come, we just come. You understand? We don't just come, brother. I say the simple things. I say, look, man, the whole of the pens them and the lanes them, change the name them, man. See? You tell me one pen in this country where there is no stigma attached to it as being a volatile area. Which pen we have where there is no history of violence and volatility there? A pen is a place where you store your cage animals, brother. All of them simple things, yo, I don't even know, yeah. That's why more time I don't even bother with the streaming, because man's a cowpet. Yo, that's why more time I don't bother with the streaming, because I been a talk about them things over and over. Where else me I come talk? Me not talk about nothing new, you know. You know, me see this and think yesterday stream, but I say, you're up on overdrive. But that's going to do some work, But that's do some work, man. Some work me I do, man. as a bigger four did say. Zane, me address these things day in, day out. Me stream and talk about them. Me do videos and talk about them. Like that's as me I tell you, that's why I'm not bother with the streaming thing sometimes. Because why else me I come talk about? There's nothing new under the sun, you know. As it relates to Jamaica, we not touch already, you know. Right? I see, you know. You see me? We've been done that already, man. So we just recycle and regurgitate the thing there, because we've been at about these things from time immemorial. You see me? Jaja, I'm glad you click on the stream, and Richie. You understand? Just look on the date, no, man. I go start so like a scratch. Boy, I mean, I tell you, boy, I don't know, yeah, man. I don't know. But trust me, for the people them who recently joined the family and the platform, like, them things that we talk about when we come here, we've been at talk about these things. Like, there's nothing new. Anything when me say already. You understand what I say? So one at a time, I just even bother with the streaming thing, because me just couldn't bother with repeating myself. You see me? Yeah, brother, we want you on, sir. You ain't something about that. You understand? Because I money. So, we look at the crime situation and all. Lord, give me strength. The only thing new at Beach is Toad Saga. And Beach is Toad Saga is just the latest version of that saga, because we have spoken about so many different stories where, boy, I didn't even see. You understand? Teacher, as far as I can see, it only we that is affected want the trade. Until them other people ball out for trade. Why? Things that we experience. I'm too experienced to be taken for a stroll. You understand? I don't even know, brother. But I could talk about so. I remember there are two things I come to talk about tonight, and I talk about one already. This is the next one that I couldn't know. Gone after this. More than 1,100 people murdered so far this year. I mean, them are try with the camera thing, you know, because Jamaica Eye is being built out, to be honest with you. Many more citizens are installing and implementing CCTV, which is then added to two things. Added to the Jamaica Eye Network. So some things that, and as me saying, and don't get me wrong, you know, I can never, I would be unconscionable if I come here tell us nothing now go on, because that is not the truth. It's just that the things that we are going, I take too long for going, and I move too slow. We're way back at time already, so we should then double up with effort and a triple up with effort and a quadruple up with effort and a quintuplate up with effort. That don't know how it works. We're not bright. You understand? And thing. But we not do that, brother. We are move like a molasses on a cold winter's night, bro. Slow. You understand? Boy, I mean, I know I am, man. As the police high command continues to respond to the surge in murders, the latest crime data reveal that the country has recorded more than 1,100 murders up to Sunday. See, up to October 22nd, there had been 1,134 murders since the start of the year, compared to the 1,276 over the same period, which is an 11% decline. But so the data tell us there's an 11% decrease in murders year to date. But the field not in our past, the field tests in our past, the eye test in our past, the smell test in our past, the taste test. You understand? Because it doesn't feel like there is a 11% reduction of murders year to date. You understand what I say? Some 819 people sustained serious injuries during a shooting that the matter about. Then just make the sound different. But I know. Some 819 people sustained serious injuries during violent attacks over the same period compared to the 913 last year. So shootings are down, murders are down year to date, mean for the same period compared to last year, based on the data. Yeah, the St. James Police Division has recorded the highest number of murders with 156. I am on them St. James study, followed by St. Andrew South 103, Westmoreland with 96, St. Catherine North with 95, and Clarendon with 90. And you know, me have some tune I want to play for them, but me can't even play a tune because you are going with the tune. You see, when man, me need for, man, me tell him man them, so when you are going. And so when I do it tune, me have to start finding rhythm, say them go give man them for cut the tune them pan clean. Because say, me don't know brother. Me have to why.
Teach them. Teach them. Reality and rights to the youths them, you know. God alone, not alone. Yeah, to reach them. This is original teach them. Man, teach them. We don't know who they are and them.
I can't play it. It's copywritten. You understand? Them tune if you are bossing I dance. You see me? Hero, he bad I play a zero. We don't know. Why make me give up? We can't keep up with me. Does police killing including in that number? I don't think so, man. No experience. You understand? I know the rhythm, you know, the background vocals and harmonies that is on the track. You see me? So it's like the man them just have that and them just voice it up, play them on it, and you know them things are registered on them something. I don't know. You see me? So murders are down as per the data again. And it has been a trend. Every time the police release figures, it is saying that the murders are trending down, shootings are trending down, major crimes are reducing, but I know so it feel. See me? 14 of the 19 police divisions have recorded declines in murders. Yeah? So we have 19 police divisions and 14 of them has recorded a reduction in murder. That's a good thing, you know, based on the data. But enough. Why I mean, I know, yeah, man. According to the data, major crimes such as rape, robbery, and break-ins have seen a 13% reduction. For what the data is, we give thanks. For what the statistics says, we give thanks. But me don't love to give thanks to for the feel on the ground. You understand? You know, feel that weird to me. And again, me not discredit the data, you know. But say the data don't match the reality. Me don't know. Probably I mean our account right. But don't know, yes, sir. Trish said them not record the murder. I would hope that is not the case, Trish. Me I give them the benefit of the doubt, you know. You understand? I'm hope for the day when the field and the statistics align. That would be nice. When the statistics are say it a decline with me. Yeah, I say it rough out, you know. You see me? Manhunt. So the one brother must escape from one place. I try to figure out the man them because here we go on with the man them. Hold on. Me press it and everything disappear from my screen. Hold on. Me find something. Because the man them are next thing. The man them not up to foolishness. Zine? And when they get locked up, all the man them a try to do a escape prison. Then brother, you never know say that how go on and not do foolishness. See, the man them not stop live a bush and live like a animal and all of them sit there. This a brother, you know. Him them want him. And next thing, run a tamarind farm. No normally big man like ground there, like the elderly type of inmates. I never know so them have young boy around there like this man. You understand what I say? The Spanish Town Police have launched a manhunt for a 25-year-old Nathan Witter, an inmate at the Tamarind Farm Adult Correctional Center who escaped from custody on Thursday. Reports are that about 11:36 a.m. Witter, who was charged with the illegal possession of a firearm and ammunition, was among a group of inmates working on the farm under supervision. According to the police, he was seen running towards the main road, and the officer on the ground gave chase. Witter was able to elude the correctional officers. The Spanish Town, so him never have an, what I mean, I know. The Spanish Town Police are appealing to anyone with information on the whereabouts of Nathan Witter to contact them at 984-2305, the police 119 emergency number, Crime Stop at 311 or the nearest police station. And meanwhile, the police are reminding members of the public that it is a crime or it's a criminal offense to harbor fugitives. So him did a farm and then him start farm full. You understand? Him there's somewhere where enough of there right now. So the police them want him. So if you don't know where him there, you don't make him know, so them a look for him. You understand? So them catch him with gun apparently, and now him on the run apparently. Him and them not realize what I go on to. You see me? Cause as me always say, every man feel like them smarter than the system, you know. You understand? Them can outsmart the system. Them can't get catch. You see him? So pay in the place. Where are you, brother? Big up yourself, you know. If man then know, say, look here. Look. So what's the police? Because here next thing to, they narrate the Jamaican police, them, you know. The criminal, them narrate the police them about, you know. Because they don't feel like the police them can't catch them, you know. But the prison, them over full. There's no prison in Jamaica that is operating at optimal population. All of them overcrowded. So the police, I mean, I think the man them walk go to prison by themselves, you know. Or them walk go tell police to lock them up. Some of them surrender and turn in themselves, but there's a few. Most of them are police catch them and lock them up. You understand what I say? So them not realize as fool as them think the police them be the police and still smarter than enough of them. They not rate the police, a that of them, a that catch stuff of them, you know. Babylon can't work. Babylon we give them a ride for them money, get them for a rain, catch them on the western journey. And so look here. As bad as you may think the Jamaica Constabulary Forces, you see, I assure you that them have some surprises up them sleeve. Them not as bad as you think. And as me say, that is why the prisons are overcrowding, because them do some things about here, you know. No matter feel like say the whole of them just eat donut. You understand? And car government vehicle go look for their woman and them boyfriend and they sitting there. And when you call the station, you can't get no response vehicle. And then all of them do that. Some of them still do it, but good police about there, man. I'm telling about a story where there was this thing where they were, you know, like some people, if them break in your account, them move out everything one time. There was a scheme where the perpetrator was moving $1 from each account every day. So every account involved, can make every account in the bank, I mean have the full detail. So he was fleecing $1 from as many accounts as he could each day. When the police them find him, they accessed one of his computers and do something. And the man said, then me never know some man in a JCF couldn't do this here. In Frighten, you have some very skilled and well-trained police officers in the force. Don't get it twisted. You understand what I say? I mean, it's just like the JDF, you know. As much as they're not fighting no war about it, them not easy to run there, you see them there, you know, don't take them lightly. Just like how them that say, you know, Tivoli, then can't go in a Tivoli during the incursion. You understand? And then I see be a man run on a ball and woman a ball and them sitting there and people run a Maypen cemetery and sit. Don't take a thing for joke. You understand? The man them feel looking at a thing and call it for what it is. See? Eventually your number go play. You understand? And I want to two. It's either you're growing a Maypen cemetery to or you're growing a Horizon or a GP. You see me? So don't feel like say every man around a police force, a police button. Every man up a JDF, a paper soldier. And that's how it work. You understand? The history has told you otherwise. So I don't know the man them still feel like, okay, you know, cause I must take them take a thing for joke because the man they not stop the foolishness about it. Cause me say them feel like they can get to you. So that's the next thing. You understand? That is the next thing. Junglist, oh yeah, so them prisoners them have uniform. I have heard that question been asked a few times, you know, why we have so much men in a prison fashion show and not uniform. I don't know. As I say, I hope to speak to not only the Commissioner of Police one day, but also the Commissioner of Corrections. I'm going to speak to the Commissioner of Corrections more than one reason, because I want to interview a few people across there. You see me? So that is the next thing. But we see what going on that part there. Links, 007 TV, big up yourself and your family. You know what thing go. Blessings every time. RWS, blessings. You got the first time I see the name, you know. You know what I mean? So, them sitting there going here, sir. No, the US Embassy, you see? Them a tell American citizens, they don't have to come to Jamaica side. Because round and not stay good. You understand? We don't know when we are Jamaica foreign ministry are going to tell Jamaicans to kind of careful when they go on America side, because running a stay good night, you know. But there's a different story. Jamaica tell her, big up yourself, you know. US Embassy reiterates warning to Americans over travel to Jamaica. You understand? I mean, fear, you know, you want to tell the citizens, watch your step. Nothing wrong with that something there. But the United States Embassy in Kingston on Tuesday reminded its citizens to think carefully before traveling to Jamaica under the current high crime climate. The call came following the murder of an American woman, allegedly at the hands of her son. You understand? It wasn't like he's a stranger, you know, but you know what I think. The 54-year-old woman, Marvel Johnson, was the second American killed in the island in a month. After being contacted by the Gleaner, a spokesperson from the U.S. Embassy said the safety and security of Americans continue to be its chief priority. We ask that U.S. citizens traveling to Jamaica be guided by the U.S. State Department's travel advisory issued in May, which currently recommends that U.S. citizens reconsider travel to Jamaica due to crime. U.S. government personnel are prohibited from traveling to many areas due to the risk, the embassy said. It said travelers who decide to visit Jamaica should read the travel advisory and participate in the Smart Traveler Enrollment Program. According to relatives, Johnson, who was stabbed to death about 7:20 on Monday morning, was reportedly on a visit to Jamaica to complete the construction of a house. That is very sad. A family friend told the Gleaner that the murder seemingly stemmed from a dispute over money. The Gleaner understands that the family is originally from St. Mary, and that on the day of the incident, the accused journeyed from his home in the Red Hills area of St. Andrew to the Wavell Avenue home at which his mother was staying. Residents summoned the police after hearing a loud commotion and screams for help. So the police discovered that, the wounded Johnson took her to the Kingston Public Hospital where she was pronounced dead. Her son was taken into custody. Then what kind of man you could have be if you go kill your mother though? Come in and understand. On September 23rd, another American woman, Shernette Hammond, was killed while returning from a funeral in a taxi. It is reported that a gunman opened fire at the vehicle in the Red Pond area of St. Catherine, hitting Hammond multiple times in the head and upper body. And last week, detectives charged Carrot Rutherford with her murder. You see? Oh, so next thing. So on an editorial note, not my editorial note, it's not my article. A previous version of this article did not indicate that the U.S. Embassy's statement was in response to a request for a comment from the Jamaica Gleaner. So the Gleaner reported the statement as if it was the American Embassy said upon them own free will. It's the Gleaner did link them, but the Gleaner did never say that. And now the Gleaner try to fix it. The Gleaner do this a lot, you know. You understand what I say? So, a previous version of this article did not indicate that the U.S. Embassy's statement was in response to a request for a comment from the Gleaner, and that it was not a renewal, but a reiteration of the warning. The Gleaner have to do better, man. Then slap most of the time. You understand what I say? Uno do better. You understand? The Gleaner all and Jamaica, you know, and them a behave like some young girl. I don't understand that. Now, say, as me I say, fair enough, the US, the State Department and the US Embassy have to do what they have to do. But the Jamaican Foreign Affairs Ministry have to do what them need for do something to, because me always on one side this has thing I work, you know. You understand? I regularly hear America want Jamaican citizens for extradition requests and we send them go. Enough of the man them we fund the crime in Jamaica, the America, you know, and you always hear the Minister of National Security come. We know the people who are behind the crime, and we are working with our international counterparts to get that. And we never see nobody come out. Then extra there nobody come around here. I mean, I understand. A one-way thing. You understand? We always hear say Jamaica they're on the brink of civil war and America not come around here. But then we never hear say America we have mass shooting every 2 days. We're not grounded. I mean, I understand. But it's strange. Speaking about mass shooting, last night while I was streaming, somebody made reference to the latest mass shooting in Maine, where it is the 8th mass shooting in America since the start of the year. You understand what I say? Now, before a gunman in Maine who was yet to be captured, I think that Jamaica alone them not catch man same. I mean, they know say them things that go on in America too. Because you would never believe say a Jamaica alone them things that go on in because say, boy, I don't know. Killed 18 people and wounded 13 more in Lewiston on Wednesday night. There had been 7 mass shootings in the United States this year, with the most recent one occurring in mid-July. But the shooting in Maine is the country's deadliest of the year. You understand? By the New York Times reckoning, a mass shooting has occurred when 4 or more people, not including the shooter, have been killed by a gunfire in a public place and no other crimes involved. Our count of mass shootings is based on data from the Gun Violence Archive and the Violence Project. We use data from both sources in order to make sure our database is as current and comprehensive as is possible. So if you look on this what is the name again? This bar graph, see? A bar graph or a histogram. One of them, you understand? A bar graph, see? We look on the bar graph, so we call it. You realize since 1999, every year, well, in 2002, I just 1 mass shooting in the DAF. That was a blessed year for America. In 2020, it was 2. But every other year, it was at least 3. Some years, in 2018, it was 9. You understand? 2021, 8. So far this year, 8. In 1999, 7. Then, that's not safe. Hold on, Richie, what you say? No, but for them, their barometer is, it has to involve 4 or more people. So I guess them not say 3 people being a mass shoot. And you mean 582 since the start of the year, Richie? What you mean? Like, what you mean by that? You mean since 1999? I can't since 2020. 582. Then they're not, I don't know. So here are the other mass shootings that have occurred in the US this year. So you have the Monterey Park in Calif, where a 72-year-old man opened fire at a Lunar, New York New Year's dance in a popular ballroom on January, killing 11 people and wounding 9. 11 people, weren't enough people that, you know. Half Moon Bay, a 67-year-old man targeted 2 mushroom farms where he had worked, killing 7 people and wounding 1. Nashville, 3 children and 3 adults were killed. Zane, in Louisville, a 25-year-old man killed 5 colleagues with a rifle at the downtown bank where he worked. In Texas, Allen, 33-year-old man killed 8 people and wounded 7 others at a Dallas area shopping center. In Philadelphia, a 40-year-old man wearing a ski mask and body armor killed 5 people and injured 2 others. In Hampton, 4 people were killed on July 15 in Georgia, Atlanta. The 40-year-old gunman was killed in a later shootout with the police after wounding a sheriff's deputy and 2 others. See, Richie, I say now. Oh, by the, yeah, at the matrix I use, Richie, they must say, let me read it again for clarity purposes. It is saying, by the New York Times reckoning, a mass shooting has occurred when 4 or more people, not including the shooter, has been killed. So at that matrix I use, I suppose. Oh my God, I can't believe I caught alive. Big up Teach. Andrea, go on, mommy. A long time I see you know. Big up yourself, man. Hope all is well. Cautious any place in the US due to high caliber weapons which are illegal in most states. Plus those killings are so random. You understand? So true it is. So as me I say, big up to the American Embassy and the State Department for encourage them citizens to be careful when they visit Jamaica. But I wouldn't want to encourage my Jamaican brothers and sisters to be careful when they visit in America. You understand? And as a man whose firstborn resides in America and who is still attending school in America, where we have had shootings in schools regularly for the past decade, when me hear these things, I'm very concerned. You understand? So, Jamaicans, we're not careful about their ass. You understand? We know as cockroach, we don't get involved in a fall fight, but we don't have to be careful because the randomness of these things is crazy. You see me? So, yeah. My condolences to the family of the 18 deceased and those who were per Forbes metrics. It's not. What is Forbes metrics? Richie, what is their standard? Come on, Edwards, pick up yourself in the family. Where are you, dude? You see me? Okay. All right. Me get it. So. All right, Roxanne. Me see you. So, good reference point that. US don't play. Why, it's rough. Life don't worth nothing to nobody these days, you know? Life is worth nothing to no one these days. Jamaica, side of Jamaica, above Jamaica, below Jamaica, around one part. Nobody not value nothing these days, bro. But there's no love, bro. There is no love, man. Zine? Common sense. That name the bad. I like it. I like that name there. You understand? I like how you word it. You see it? Big up yourself. No love no there no more. Nobody no love nobody no more. Everybody just violent and on edge and sinister and heartless and cold, brother. It take a different kind of man for walk in somewhere with a AK-47 or a high-powered rifle and shoot 15, 20 people in a brother. How, yo, boy, I mean, no, run straight. Big up yourself in the family when you deal with. Orient Townsend, when you deal with family, good night. Big up to the people, you know, be impressive. Jane Justic, blessings. D. Ryan, there is. But sadly, the bad actor overshadowing the good. Yeah, right. I saw a thing, you know, negativity always outshine positivity, you know. You understand? A part and parcel of the world we live in. It's not a good world, but that's how we live, sir. So we have to try as best as possible to highlight some of the good things that we go on. You understand what I mean? So, I know, sir. I know more than sitting there. Nobody no love nobody again, brother. Me no love no there. It gone. Yes, right? I'm going to show you where love, where how there's no love after the next story. This is me still the on my second story now. You understand? 2.2. You see me? You can't trick me. You understand? So we spoke about the situation surrounding Kartel last time, but there's another article where I felt, it was interesting and it was worth sharing, where one of the lawyers of one of the Kartel co-convicts shared some views on the situation and these things. No love no there again, links. You understand what I say? No, there's no love, man. But they don't love nobody again. One at a time we love one another, We don't love nobody again. We not even love ourselves, brother. I want to tell you, say, me have a conversation last night, or since evening, one of them time, Zane. And me as my partner, I don't want nobody to talk to me. She's my partner. You understand? My son's mother is my partner. I tell most of when you talk about partners are different. I'm not busy with them guy there. She is my next half, my partner. You understand what I say? In a heterosexual relationship. We don't know about the rest of people them around, so them alright with them business, but she me attack. And we were having a discussion about, I don't know if we don't notice, right now, you dolly them now no pitney, Them I want no pitney. Them no depend on something. So right now, if you don't know what go on, none of youths now born again, See, last data when I look upon it, I said Jamaica's birth rate is declining. Now we still a developing country, a normally developed country who has become supremely industrialized, and they have exhausted stage 4 in the demographic transition model and are moving to uncharted territories in a stage 5 when they depend the model. Countries like Japan and some Eastern European countries, the Germans and some other countries where for the first time in human population, some countries are seeing a decrease and decline in their population. And you look on the Jamaican context, and them tell a lot, and I now tell a lady what she should do with her body, Zane, but the girl, the dolly, them not depend on something. Them not depend on the pitney thing. Them want to be rich auntie. You understand what I say? Them are so them thing there. Them want to live them life. You see me? Them one life, them get to live, and the thing now is that December 31 is coming and I am still without a child and all of them. So like, then for a nice young man like me, you see, who think I am able to make nice kids and think I have the capabilities to instill value and discipline and moral in some youths for the future. Then when I go find one lady where I go help me bring them youth that come forward, then I don't know about that. It's a good thing when it start early. You understand? Else me then get catching a dance with the dolly them. Boy, I don't know. Them say they don't want a youth. Check. Reason we don't friend them when I have no children yet. And see what them tell her. And as me I say, I will send him. I miss him, Oh, I miss him. You know, so we a sniper. Go wash me, I don't know, but boy. Alright. It's a mosquito bigger than me head. And me I say, big up to the ladies, them who are independent, them think they and them spend their own money and never make their own decision. Nothing wrong with that, something in them. I like that. I like when a girl them spend their own money, you see. It's very sexy. You understand? It's a very sexy thing. A lady will spend her own money. There's nothing sexier than that. Me like that. You know about some man. You understand? And it's not a mean man, Me like, because we take care of the ladies there where we need to take care of. You understand? But me like it, you don't know, it kind of turning on, like, you understand? It's nice. But them not depend that, So me don't know who I have youth them both. Because one woman can't have all of youth them, No, man, but Romeo is me get what you say, and that is a very fair point. But what you think now, because them grow up with a dolly mother and them then become dolly, and then they don't want more dolly. You understand? Look, parenthood, motherhood, becoming a father, it changed most people, bro. You understand what I mean? So although them live them daily life, you know, when some of them get caught in the thing, many of them change them ways and become very responsible mothers, you know. Don't get it wrong, you know. You understand? But them just never plan it like. But it's set away. So I want to look on these little things in the cars. You know, everybody busy to live them life in the fast pace. And then the empress, the younger ladies, they now want a rich auntie thing, them thing there. You understand what I said? I'm nothing wrong with that something, you know, but me I say I walk off the youths them. Because in order for Jamaica become the place of choice, for the while I sit now when I say we do on a Vision 2030, we are going to move to Vision 2050, 65 and sitting. We are going to need the population to be replenished. You understand what I say? The whole of we can they are all, you know, then order to go work. You understand? So my girl them now we are have you them now they're on the breastfeeding thing because them titty for remain perky and sitting. But upon that, you can't tell me say you know only way you not breastfeed my pitney unless no milk now in there. Only way, so no say if you decide to give a teacher a youth, you have to go breastfeed the youth. I not depend that with you. You never hear say breast is best. You understand? And coming from a youth, I never get no look at breast milk now, you know, because I mean, I get nothing, I look a bit, me get. You see, because all my thing did stay still. I was separated from my mother from I was about 5 months old. So, I don't know, I probably would have nicer in a life. You understand? Probably it's slow-ish because they ain't get enough breast milk. So, you know, my youth not get no breast milk unless no milk in your breast. But I want to tell you, say, it not go work, so. But boy, I mean, Romeo, I get what you're saying, brother. You think set away, but I just look on the Dolly them and I say then, boy, Dolly then think different. I say, you know. Yo, but as I say more time, I sit down and I look on some things and I think about some things. And I say then you have to do with the big head self, boy. Go think about something else, man. You understand? That is why you can't grow a beard. Now, man, when you say, man, me have beard, man. You have beard, man. I joke thing, man. You know we have it, man. You understand? It probably patchy, but we got it, man. We got it right. Yeah. You understand? Yeah. We probably would have more years. And then I love that, you know, because a year thing enough some place, you know. Some place, me have here. We don't think here for the them place. You understand? So, I don't know about the year thing neither. So, I'm glad about that part. You see me, I say? I want to look up on my thing, like me a monkey man and name sit, and me hand them and name sit. They pay here and me toe them and name some other place and me nose and me don't know. And then me airline tit. I mean I said then, who work out this a year sitting here? Then what me did do? I mean I understand that. Cause me have here some place when I need no here, and then the place that I need it here, no here, no there. Then me don't know how work out that. Yeah, I mean don't judge. Oh, but just tell you, brother. I tell you about my finger. I told them and then I never tell you about the other place. I wonder who work out the job, the year plan. I know it wasn't a good plan. Yeah, sir. It's strange. So I could talk about Kartel and then I talk about one last story and then I gone. You understand? Because it's some mysteries of life. Incarcerated dancehall artists murder appeal expedited on humanitarian grounds. We spoke about that last night. You understand? So attorney at law Bert Samuels says Vybz Kartel's health played a major role in his legal team applying to the United Kingdom Privy Council to expedite the hearing into the appeal against the murder conviction of the dancehall artist and the 3 others, Sean Storm, Kahira Jones and Andre, well, you know, Sean is Sean Campbell, OC, Sean Storm, Kahira Jones and Andre St. John. So the case, which had been set for April of 2024, has been moved up to February. Samuels yesterday described it as a long journey and said he was not surprised that the Privy Council had granted their request. Humanitarian grounds are always attractive, said Samuels, who is representing Campbell. Now, medical reports were submitted outlining the health challenges, and I am happy that the date has been moved forward. This case is deserving of being expedited. Okay. In May, Isaac Buchanan, the lawyer representing Kartel, whose real name is Adidja Palmer, said in an interview with Fox 5 New York that his 47-year-old client was suffering from Graves' disease, an autoimmune disorder which he has been battling for 7 years. There has also been reports of the entertainer suffering from 2 heart conditions. We wanted to get the hearing at the end of the year, but we could not get an earlier date, so it was a compromise, and we have 2 days, February 14 and 15, and we are prepared, Samuels told the Gleaner. Now, Director of Public Prosecutions, Paula Llewellyn, could not confirm the new February date, but said her team would have been made aware of the application to expedite the hearing and would have responded to affidavits and medical reports. But ultimately, it was up to Palmer's team to justify the need for the hearing to be brought forward. Now, Palmer, Campbell, Jones, and St. John were all handed life sentences. So, I don't know all of them sitting there. We don't need to tell about that. You understand what I'm saying? And now, prosecutors say the murder took place. Oh, no, that already. Samuels pointed out that the men have been in custody for 12 years and that the 4 appellants, including Adidja Palmer, are looking at freedom. He pointed out that Palmer's case has a distinction of being the longest murder trial in the island's history. What do I mean by that? There are 6,500 pages of evidence, and I had to read every line. An average long murder case has 1,000 pages and lasts 6 weeks. Now, Kartel's case lasted 4.5 months, and we made them into 9 volumes, 2 inches thick, Samuel said. Now, in February, the 9-member team, which includes Samuels, Buchanan, Bianca Samuels, Linda Hudson, and John Clark, on the Jamaican side, along with 4 lawyers based in the UK, will present the case at the Privy Council. Not all members of the team will fly to England for the matter, however. Now, this brings into sharp focus just how expensive a Privy Council appeal can be for poor people. You have to apply for visas, buy airline tickets to England, pay for accommodation. It is a horrible situation, Samuel has declared. So is Samuel suggesting that we need to have a situation where the Privy Council is no longer the final court of appeal? And maybe ask the next question: why Jamaica Court of Appeal can't be a final court? I know some people say teach I CCJ the thing for them, but why our Court of Appeal can't be our final court? If we are going to be a fully independent country, I guess we're going to say because we need fairness, so we have to say the Court of Appeal is not fair. Then many of the judgments with the Court of Appeal hand down, the Privy Council normally show that, well, I don't know still. I said Bert Samuels that eat out the whole of Kartel, DJ money. And once a Bert Samuels now represent Kartel still, he might represent Sean Starr. Isaac Buchanan represent Kartel. You see? I guess that's a question, that's a conversation we need to have about the final court, Jamaica's final court. Hold on, let me treat with something up here. So, I don't think I did do it. See? King D, pay me late fee from early. Big up yourself, bro. Appreciate the contribution. Junglist Maroon, big up yourself and your family. Give thanks, man. I appreciate what I go on. You know what I mean? Blessings every time. You see? And thing. Yeah. They should ask them to provide. We'll see lizard body before they grant the appeal. But I don't say I think still. I don't think that's how it works still. But I mean, as me I say, I share the thing because, this is what we do. We spoke about it last night. So it has been moved forward. Bert Samuels was saying they wanted it to be the end of this year, but initially they were given an April date. And based on health situation surrounding Kartel, they applied for the case to be expedited and they were granted on humanitarian grounds. So we watch and see. And closer to the appeal, we have a discussion about these things, probably a call-in stream to get a feel of how people see the thing. And maybe I will tell you how I feel about the possibilities and these things. You understand? We watch these things and thing. Now, something when I really affect Jamaica directly, but indirectly and sort of directly sometimes, is the whole geopolitical climate globally. Zane? to include the Russia-Ukraine, that affected some Jamaicans directly because there were a number of Jamaican students who were studying at universities in Ukraine who got trapped in the country during the initial stages of the invasion. Romeo. I understand what you said, broski, man. I know what you mean, man. Zane, so Jamaicans were directly affected there. That has been an ongoing conflict where I, just looking at it from both sides, I wouldn't be surprised if at least 1 million people have died on the battlefield and in the bombing and such of Ukrainian citizens. So when you add up the lives that have been lost on both sides, I wouldn't be surprised if there has been at least 1 million deaths. And it continues. Winter is coming, so the Ukraine offensive will have to stall until spring again, and we see what going on. It's crazy. And that now is also, so it has been fought on the grounds in Ukraine, mostly, and there has been a few little incidents in Russia, but that has influenced and continue to influence some food prices globally. Ukraine is one of the largest exporters of grain in the world and predominantly to Africa. So some African countries are struggling because of the supply shortages. So the spin-off is significant. You understand what I mean? We have the situation recently with Hamas and Israel. See, and this is not about who support who and them. Me see some comments in the stream from last night, not during the live stream, but in the comment section now. People are talking about the Mali where say support is that a film business. And people free to support who they want, because you have Jamaicans who support Hamas, you have Jamaicans who support Israel. Then, I mean, them are them one big people. Yeah. So this is not a conversation about who support who. You understand? You have people who support Russia, you have people who support Ukraine. You understand me? So that is not the conversation that I am having. I am just speaking about the geopolitical situation and how potentially bad these things can get. See, you know, there are rumors, there are conversations about World War III has begun, and I'm not get into that, but I'm just saying. So just looking at what is there, you see it, miss perfectly. I said the same thing over there, I say. And I now said that, I'm just saying people are saying the whole World War III situation. You understand what I'm saying? So Israel is currently treating with Hamas. And then with the Israeli situation now, you have Lebanon, who is probably going to be drawn into the thing, as Hezbollah is there. And you have Iran on one side being a proxy. Crazy. Syria is the whole heap of little things. You understand what I'm saying? Then you have probably the most combustible situation potentially is the China-Taiwan situation, as China has claimed the South China Sea for themselves, and they are hell-bent on reintegrating Taiwan under the Chinese banner, and they insist that one day, Taiwan will be brought back home. And everybody knows that Taiwan is being supported very, very robustly by the United States. And by all indications is that if China should invade Taiwan, the United States will be in support of Taiwan militarily and otherwise. China is now a superpower in terms of their army, in terms of their navy, in terms of their air force. They are also a nuclear capable state. So all of these things are just simmering. There have been a few instances and incidents of Chinese aggression in the South China Sea, and it is a very, very delicate situation. See? Then we have North Korea being North Korea, testing weapons here, missiles in the Sea of Japan, flying over Japan, all sort of sitting. The people, them in North Korea struggle to find food, and the leaders are pumping so much money into the military. It's crazy. You understand? We're seeing where since the Russian invasion of Ukraine, or the military actions of Russia in Ukraine. Many countries have waken up out of their slumber and are now investing significantly in the modernization of their military. Japan for one, places like Germany and the UK, France, are sort of like it is crazy. You understand what I say? Then, closer to home, many people probably are not familiar with the impasse between Venezuela and Guyana, as Venezuela is planning to do a national referendum, and one of the questions on the referendum is whether or not they should annex the Essequibo region of Guyana. No, Guyana is a massive country, and the Essequibo region of Guyana is actually 2/3 of the landmass of Guyana. So Venezuela, I got to decide if them are going to take that out of Guyana. So Guyana is becoming one of the wealthier nations in the region. Their oil industry is booming, and Venezuela has been one of the major producers of oil for a long time. I don't know if Irfan Ali are going to spend some of the oil money to build out the military, because military action maybe it's crazy. Yo, all over the world, we see in Africa where civil wars, and even the Wagner group, that the mercenary group that is aligned to Russia, has been operating in Africa for years. And you have proxies, you have different countries who are supporting different factions in different areas, and they are trying. Well, look, we live on a planet where there are some situations that are highly, highly, highly combustible. You understand what I say? Yes, because why? We don't know.
Teach them, come to teach them.
But did I forget it, cut, man?
Young youth catch his speech them. Oh. Trouble again, and the world is getting nervous. Whoa, world war again. Mankind, you better pray now. Whoa, Ukraine lick a shot and the Russian lick it back.
Oh, it's soon play back. But I forgot this song, because when I was thinking about this topic, like me, I said then, nah man, when I looked at all the possible flashpoints, Russia is, in terms of nuclear capability, they have the biggest arsenal in the world. Russia is a nuclear state. And that is why some countries have been very, very, very cautious in their support of Ukraine and what they contribute to Ukraine and how they go about it, because they fear escalation, and knowing that Russia is a nuclear power. It is a crazy world we're living in. You understand what I say? So whilst some of these things are not on our doorsteps, and we are not being directly affected by them in terms of the fighting itself, the spin-off, because with these conflicts, it affects oil prices in some instances, it affects food shipments in some instances. It is crazy, brother. You understand what I say? Some of these conflicts, some of these geopolitical situations, if one mistake is made, then we are at the doorstep of nuclear conflict in some of these instances. It's strange.
Teach them, come to teach them. The whole world we are reach them. Young youth catch his speech them. Oh. Trouble again, and the world is getting nervous. Whoa, world war again. Mankind, you better pray now. Whoa, Ukraine lick a shot and the Russian lick it back. The USA said that them vexed about that. UN say that them will defend that. But Putin said that him just not
That's
stop.
a Putin.
Trouble again. World war getting closer. Whoa, war is again. The whole world in a danger. Surprise Israel with pure carbine. People are dance and have nice time. A pure bullet it at a regular time. Trouble again. World war drawing closer. Oh, worries again. I teach them in the area. I teach them. I said the world getting nervous. Hey, I teach them. A world war getting closer. Whoa, and I don't know.
When I say not directly affected, I mean by the actual fighting per se, but they are indirect consequences of these things from many
mankind, you better pray now. Oh, I teach them again. The whole world in a problem. The whole world in a problem.
I don't think the United States fear Russia. The US just don't want to be drawn into that type of conflict. You understand? And I would suggest that Russia would fear America too. America is still probably very thinly the most powerful military in the world, just the same. You know, don't think that America is not. You understand? Still a big dog. I mean, with China now, and then with America, remember that America is in NATO, you know. And NATO is that you attack one, you attack all. So then you have to factor a whole heap of little things in the thing. So just to say, if America did fear Russia, America would not support Ukraine to the level that America is the biggest contributor to the Ukrainian effort in the Ukraine-Russian situation. So I don't know how fearful of you. They just don't. Why would you want an escalation in a conflict that has a potential to go nuclear? Nobody don't want that. But to say America fear Russia, I mean, no, sir. You see me? Russia is really and truly struggling with Ukraine, you know. Like, if you're going to be honest and you look at the city, well, based on what we see anyways, you understand, based on the might of Russia, Ukraine shouldn't have been fighting the same way. You understand what I mean? I said, Ukraine should have been incorporated in Russia by now. So, apart from, if you strip away Russia's nuclear capability, and nobody not fear Russia like that. You understand what I mean? I said, to be honest with you, it's really the nuclear threat. Nobody don't want to deal with that. Yeah, because that dangerous situation that, you know. You see me? So these things, we have to keep an eye on these things. As I said, whilst the physical fighting is not affecting us, seeing we are paying the price of many of these conflicts at the gas pump, in the supermarket, and these things in global logistics and a whole heap of things. Like, don't for one reason think that the South China Sea conflict can't reach your doorstep. Don't for a minute think the Ukraine, Russian situation can reach your doors. And for the Jamaicans who live in the United States, like, US is involved some way, somehow in many of these conflicts. The United States is the biggest contributor to the Ukrainian effort. Seeing money-wise and military equipment-wise and so on. Seeing Taiwan's biggest ally is the United States. So if Taiwan and China should decide, say, okay, we're going to do this, America becomes involved. Seeing? If a NATO country is attacked, America becomes involved. And if America becomes involved, then I am certain that the mainland America will become a target for many of these countries' ballistic missiles and cruise missiles and also. Look here, it is crazy. You understand what I say? America has been Israel's biggest ally from the beginning of time, you know, not new in that. So it is just I'm still talk, so my name plan to do that, you know. But these things are very delicate. It is a crazy world we live in. You understand? It's a mad world, and these things have the potential. And as me I say, these things have the potential to ignite at a moment's notice. One mistake in the South China Sea between an American vessel and a Chinese vessel, or an American warplane and a Chinese warplane, and we gone down in our abyss. One error somewhere around the world between a Russian warplane and an American warplane, and is a different, we are looking on a different planet very quickly. Zine, this is how delicate these things are. This is how why my hopes would good sense prevail in all of these situations, and these conflicts that are ongoing are resolved in the shortest time. I don't know, yes. See, it is. See, look, so Venezuela not a big. Probably only Brazil bigger than Venezuela as a South American nation. I'm job is South American, man. My geography kind of feel me, you know. You understand? Me don't teach about South American geography. A different geography me teach about. You understand? So nobody come in nice on my head. See? So Brazil is the biggest. Well, Argentina probably bigger than Venezuela too. Probably Colombia too. Oh, Venezuela not that big. But Venezuela compared to Guyana is a very big country. And Venezuela is planning to hold a national referendum that the citizens will be asked if the Essequibo region in Guyana should be annexed. 2/3 of Guyana as we know it today will become a part of Venezuela if that should happen. Guyana is becoming a very financially powerful nation and very oil rich. They found oil about 8 years ago in a region that is claimed by Venezuela. That is when the whole thing kind of, I mean, I know, yes. But these things are crazy. I suppose the thing with Jamaica, it is good, is an island with the pant still. I mean, invasion not impossible, very possible, but I mean, a man can't just creep across your border and say them and take over your place like that. You understand? Auntie, America does have a lot of money to spend. I mean, that is one way of looking at it, but militarily speaking, the Navy-wise, military-wise, nuclear-wise, America is still the most powerful military in the world, my friend. You understand what I mean? I say, whilst the Russian nuclear arsenal is more than there, right across the board, they are still the most capable military in the world. See? Watch the war games them that they have simulated on these. Like me, my range not short, you know. My range is very wide and encompassing, you know. I watch all of these. Me just not talk about them. Zane, blessings Pablo. Pablo saying earlier, I stream from 6:45, going to talk about two things and I left. You understand what I'm saying? So, I mean, whilst you have different countries that are rising in terms of military capability. So there's China. India is also getting themselves together. India is becoming a very wealthy nation as well. You have many countries who are getting them thing together, but Uncle Sam is still a force to be reckoned with, man. Don't for a moment think otherwise. And as I said, the thing with the US is that US is a member of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO, and the rule is that you attack one, you attack all. So the US have the backing of, I don't even remember how much other countries in NATO. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to factor in all of these things in the whole equation. So it's not the US alone, as in the United States of America by itself. It has a lot of allies and you know what I think? Yeah, peeps. I saw things set up because trouble again. See, so I just felt that, this is a topic that we don't really talk about. It's something we need for. No man, them need for talk, don't judge, man. I want to say, man, that's how we talk over here, people share them views, man. Everybody now gotta agree with the things I'm say. You see me? I saw things set up, So I one of them things. We just share our views on anything. And my views are just that, My views, they are not grounded in being the word of the Almighty. You understand? Are just my views, and sometimes my views are not popular views and are not accepted. And that's fine. Me not always accept some of the things I want to say in the comments. You know what I think. So I saw it thinks that. But it thinks that way, brother. You see, some murder go on by a place, but me not talk about them there. You understand? Me get 3 dub played from little era today, but a 1 me can't play because he had a 2 no gonna make down there and one next one copywritten. Me no know.
Teach them, oh Lord. Yeah. Teach them, make the message reach them. Era said that. God alone, not God alone. This is teach them.
Who can tell me what already my name?
Yeah.
I say if you don't know the music. Because I know always a cuss. Oh, teach them to know that. I know if I don't know you know. Where are the name?
Hey, teach them a play. Aye. Now teach them comfy. Lock down the city. Cause it's not pretty. Do them and suffer like that. No leaky.
I mean, I want nobody go Google the rhythm, you know. I want to not tell me if I type on the head with the rhythm name. See how long? Now I want to full up the comments already. Want to know things. I don't know the rhythm name, man. I don't know easy, man. The rhythm name, the cassava rhythm. It's a beautiful rhythm. I wonder how all of a song on the rhythm, man. But I want my favorite rhythm. Play it back. Oh, I never fix this. Yeah, Richie, you're correct, you know. As I said, China is now one of the big boys. Which M60, I don't know M16 rhythm, Richie, man. Oh, God, man. I lose half of you, man.
Yo, he gone up. Flour and rice gone up, he gone up. The plate price gone up, he gone up. Can pay if you want to.
I'm going to link back here, and I'm wishing to keep the song close to what it is still, you see me?
But it's a pretty ready, you them a visit down a mark.
Boy, your piece, that's what you're going to left it, you know. You know, I come to talk about 2 things. I'm talk about 2 things, you understand, and we are left it there, so. You see, and these things. We have to appreciate life for what it is. Any day can be a situation arise where a thing get out of hand very quickly. You understand? And many of us have relatives and family living in many of these countries that have the potential to become flashpoints and ground zeros in these conflicts. And it's a very small world when it comes on to war. You understand what I say? When it comes on to war, it's nowhere not far. You understand? You have intercontinental ballistic missiles that can penetrate any country in the world from anywhere in the world from these nuclear states. Well, most of them still. You understand? The Russias, the Americas, the Chinas, you understand? The Germans, the Japans, the UKs, the France, them countries there, the very the traditional nuclear powerhouses, I should say. You understand? You still have countries like Iran and North Korea and other places who are trying to perfect their technology and stuff. It's a crazy world. Places like India and these places. It's crazy. We have to just love life, yes, and live good because we live in a crazy world. And there are so many potential flashpoints where it is crazy. Some are very active, like Russia, Ukraine, the Israel-Palestine situation. Well, really Israel-Hamas and the potential for Hezbollah with the Lebanon situation and for other countries to get involved. Apparently, a U.S. warship, a U.S. destroyer intercepted some missiles that were fired from Yemen heading to Israel. So different we don't know. Yeah, but nothing is new under the sun. War has been a part of human history from the beginning of time, and wars will continue. As long as you have people, there will be wars and rumors of wars, and we just hope that it thing will reach a stage where it becomes a global thing. You understand? So many lives are lost senselessly and needlessly in some of these conflicts. Like, it is crazy. You understand? I don't know. Yeah, so we have to give thanks for what we have and the fact that we don't have to fight no war, because, you know, imagine a situation arise where you have to go put on some camouflage and go defend Jamaica or which part you're there. A different ball game that, you know. You see me answer, because we don't grow for that shit, man. You see me? Enough of a man then run away a bus gun, who then run we go hide where then you say a war time. You understand? Then no this have been on the brother. Now this your life. You get a chance now if you go fire a gun. Go fire a gun, man. You understand? They run and ball and hide from conscription and all of them sitting there. You know what I mean? You see me? So, I don't know. George have a better do. But me don't know, brother. I don't even know. You understand? Boy, Richie, be always say, for me, there's one thing that I wouldn't think twice about fighting for, and it's my freedom. Like, if there's no question, you understand? That is something that I am willing to die for. You understand? Before I be a slave, man, I'll be dead and buried in my grave, man. You understand? That's the thing there, brother. Whosoever did say that is a genius, because I didn't say it. I'm not upon that up there. You understand? Me not even like people to tell me what me to do, or when me to do it, or how me to do it. Me not even like that, much less. You understand? So that's how we behave ourselves to, you know, because see all the prison thing there, then man I tell you when to go sleep, and when to wake up, and when to go eat, and beard, and then they sit there. And I mean, me like you move. Yo, man, me don't know a man then live their life, you know. Some man got prison 10, 13, 14 times. Then, yeah, man, they're different. Me don't understand that. Me can't sleep in a one nice little bed, one nice little mattress beside one nice little empress. And me asleep on stone or under tree in a past cardboard or coconut brush or me not depend that. That no fit me. Me no wear that well. You understand what I say? So that's why we don't get in trouble about it. We just do the thing the right way, the bright way. You understand? Peeps, send them guys Ukraine. Why? Them are going to jump off a boat, man, the airplane. They're not going to go. Peace, pick up on yourself. Tomorrow night or Friday night, you know, stream. Bush life not fit to Richie. We got a bush go farm and then sitting there, go shoot bird and then sitting there. You understand? And these things. But when bush life is not my type of life. Me not depend on that. RWS, good night. Miss Simpson, big up yourself. Peeps, enjoy your night. You know, tomorrow I work day, you know, so we'll go on to bed, man. You understand? I don't feel like I come chat the whole night. Not depend that neither. See, Friday night or tomorrow night, you know, a streaming night, so we see what go on in our streets and we call it and we see what go on. I don't know, I say if your phone at work and probably take a 1 or 2 call tomorrow night. So make sure it's, and look here. You see, always come here, see? Come talk, oh, teacher, we want call in and we want, and then when we open the phone lines, I mean, if I call myself like Roger Clark and I answer on the next phone and I say, hello, I'm not in a Roger Clark business, brother. So if we don't say calling stream, we don't need for using the phone. And the people that may call the stream on WhatsApp too, that's not hot. You understand? We on the Wi-Fi not even. Yo, for people that live a foreign, on the Wi-Fi not hot, you know? Because I say, we don't live in these them big country. When I say, yo, land of milk, and I don't know call upon the Wi-Fi, then I say, then a data them a call me upon. Then I can't Wi-Fi this. Because I say, my Wi-Fi hot. Yeah, what kind of country you live in? Fix up on a thing, man. Buy credit and call me straight. You understand? Scotty, all right, you know, Scotty just tired. You understand? She's a working woman. Work hard. You understand? Mahatma, that's true, brother. One time he gets a WhatsApp call and say, good night, I am calling from Kansas. And then I say, then the Wi-Fi over there no good. What kind of Wi-Fi you call? Then I don't understand that for your first world country. Digital fiber, you can't beat that. That me I tell. Digital, I want thing about digital, you know, them a thief, you know. You understand? But and this is my experience. This is my experience as skill, I tell you now. My experience with digital internet, fiber, I've had some issues in the past, but for the longest while, very stable. You can't talk. One name Comcast and Telstar and all sorts of cars, and you can't talk to digital. You understand? So peace, big up on yourself. So, you understand? I'm calling from Sacramento. Then I said, then I want you call from. Because we don't know. Wi-Fi not hot. So I joke me, man, on the call, we don't know call me with man. Let's get some trouble. But the Wi-Fi, they need to do better still. You understand? Me remember when Scotty got foreign and I call me from what? Me hang up my phone, man. You can't call me from foreign pan now. Jamaica, I not even like take WhatsApp call in most cases. See, me hang up and call her straight. And it's just annoying. She a call me and me a hear every other 5 word which she said. Then me I say, Scotty, then the foreigner tell me say you're gone. Then I wish foreigner there because I mean I know this I know Wi-Fi foreign this. And a foreign Wi-Fi this. What about Vybz Kartel? Yeah, we just talk about one article where Bert Samuel said that's some things. And a real opinion thing. We just share the info as it relates to how they got the matter expedited on humanitarian grounds and some of the background thing where going and all of them sitting there. You understand? Line the questions and buy some minutes. Yeah, man. It's just say thing, man. So maybe tomorrow, may I say if your phone work because true has been using number so long, them good as take it and sell it to somebody else. I regularly do that. You understand? Can't keep up with them. Peeps, big up on yourself. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Zane. Come me on for in a top farm. I can't sing the rest of that song still, but you don't know it. The top farm winner, you understand? And peace, big up on yourself, you know. A little foreign Richie man, you understand? Look, I'm a big foreign that for you because I said then, you can't talk to the Giselle. You understand? All flow good as a flow better than some of them the wife there. You see me? Peeps, good night. Big up on yourself. Soon tomorrow. You understand? Maybe we take 2 calls. See if your phone work.
Ellis representing for extra class, saying we teach them.
Big up on yourself, you know. Me and say Lady Rosie, manners and respect, you know. Mr. Lex, Simaj D, what me pronounce that correct, you know. Kerry, you can, anytime that song you done, as a matter of fact, I have to wait till you do it. Anytime I done call him, I'm gone. You understand? But every call gone to void now. Well, me don't know. You understand? Me I say, Father Peter Brian. You understand? Me I say, it's perfectly imperfect. Richie, my brother, big up yourself, you know. You understand? Me never get to do the thing tonight, Richie, but me gonna do it tomorrow night, hopefully. Orion Townsend. Orion, you and Christopher family. Like Christopher Townsend, you like? You understand? Bad lawyer, you know, me see my rough up on brother run a beach store trial, you know. Play. Experience. Big up yourself, you know. Nicks, manners and respect, you know. You understand? Father Bachelor. Yes, so when we have match bachelor, sat there, son. I hope I sat there, because I can't wear this. I sit down and wait till my side play. More on my side play early and win, you know. You understand? Earth, I say the man them dash away 3 points against Arsenal over there. Arsenal if it dead, you know. Arsenal, only 2 things Arsenal do in that match and I score, you know. The Arsenal do nothing else in that match. They were totally outplayed. And Big Ed Sanchez. Well, I don't even remember that good, you know, depressed myself in 9-9. You understand what I say? Big up the Arsenal. You understand? A big side right now. You can't take that from them. They're hot. You understand? Oh, me now and then me there chat about football. I don't want Kerry catch me in 10 minutes. In a private figure, big up yourself, you know. Don't judge. Man, as I respect, you know. George Davison, Peyton Place, big up yourself, you know, broski. You know what I think, you know? If Kerry feel like me and 10 minutes, you make a sad mistake. That will never happen. Yeah, so let me say, Junglist, big up yourself in a family. Lady Andrea, hope to see you soon again, you know. You understand? You know, you're a family member. You're there from the devil was a boy. You understand? And them, so Andrew Spence, all of the people, I search the name them, but I can't find all of them last. Because some people talk more than some. Son of Jamaica, big up yourself, you know. Common Sense and the rest of the people, them. Big up on yourself, yeah, sir. What good? Step with Jack. Kerry, song I done you know. That me I make you know. Chef Dwight, big up yourself, you know. And Kerry, more up everything good on your side over your wall over there, you know. You know what I mean? Big up yourself, you know. Hope the young people, them good, you know what I mean? And the people, them are all about, you know, be careful, yeah, sir. Because there's a jungle out there. And not just Jamaica alone, junglish. Everywhere is a jungle. You understand what I say? Over Uncle Sam, over Maple Leaf, over a Queen, around one part, and some other part. Very junglish. You understand what I say? Sunday again, I tell me I stream tomorrow night. Yeah, man, I set me up about Sunday, man. I mean, boy, I believe in man, I don't believe in me. You understand what I say? Don't worry yourself, man. We never believe in me till belief become the reality. See? Kerry, I November you born? I November Kerry born? Kerry. What you mean? Oh, 4 month. Oh, the you okay. Me understand what you say. Because me I say, Kerry born November. You understand? So Kerry, your birthday gone already? Or your birthday soon come? Can October done, you know? By the time you go sleep and wake up October done, you know? Are your birthday gone? Where your birthday there? Saturday. Oh, Kerry birthday. So your final will be celebrating the big 50 come Saturday. Oh, I see. Now see I heard. All right. You're nice for 50 though. You're a very nice 50-year-old. Big up yourself, peeps. Me and Sono. Walk good. Safe travel upon the gravel. Step with Jah. Gone. Kerry feel like me and stay here. She wrong. Oh, today, okay, cool now. You hold on over in October for true. I walk one. How you say? Kerry mother, then Kerry as a mother. That part of the year there, you don't know. Festive, me gone.
Oh, Lord. Yeah. Teach them, make the message reach them. You said that. God alone, not God alone. This is teach.
Remember one time when I did my birthday and my mother come on the stream and tell people, say, but happy 33rd birthday. Then I say, what did that woman here, man?
Let them know what's going on. Hey, teach them a play.
Kerry, big up yourself. Peeps, good night. My God.
Now teach them comfy. Lock down the city. Cause it's not pretty. Use them and suffer like that. No leaky. Them can't chick, we teach them a run from in a yard. Level the score. Teach them a play with the return.